Yes, here we are. Without wasting time, let's set the ball rolling. All right. Beautiful time. Okay. This goes, and that goes. Here says goes. Then kills and that. Chat, chat, chat. All right. So let's set the ball rolling. Without wasting time. This is what we have. Beautiful. All right. So as we can see, we have this equation that says 3 raised to the power x plus 2 plus 3 raised to the power x is equals to 10 divided by 81. And we have to find the value of x. This sort of question falls into principles of indices. So we are going to attack this question by releasing all the knowledge, the juices that we have in terms of properties of indices. Well, let's see whether we can still remember what we've learned over the time or over the period that we started looking at indices. Okay? All right, so let's see the question, that's how it goes. So as you can see, it's looking so beautiful. All right? Very, very, very beautiful. So let's set the ball rolling. The question says 3 raised to the power x plus 2 plus 3 raised to the power x is equal to 10 over 81. So let's see. So how do you solve it? Okay, so first and foremost, we can do one thing. We can say 3 raised to the power 2 plus 3 raised to the power x is equals to 10 into bracket 81 raised to the power -1. We haven't done anything so special. All what we have done is we have reciprocated the 81 and we are multiplying to the 10. That stands the same. We haven't changed anything at all. So, but we can look at it from this perspective. We know for sure that this can be broken down again as 3x plus 2 plus 3 raised to the power x is equal to 10. You know, we know when we break 81, we're going to get 3 raised to the power 4 multiplying -1. Friends, it's becoming so interesting. Why is this so? Now, let's invoke one of the properties that we learned over the period. Okay, so you see, when we look at this one, this expression we have over here, we know that there's a property of indices, okay, that says if we have a raised to the power x multiplying y, we are always going to get axy. I hope you remember this. So because of that, it means the negative sign we have over here, we can multiply it so that we have 3 raised to the power -4. Friends, let's look at it. So this will become 3 raised to the power x plus 2 plus 3 raised to the power x to be equal to 10 into bracket multiplied by 3 raised to the power -4. You see? So we see that we are still applying what we know over the time. We haven't changed anything at all. Let's have a look at it. Over here, you see, it was what? 81. And we splitted 81. Okay? And we know it to be 3. Okay? Let's see. We know 81 is going to be, 3. Let's look at it. It's going to be 3. Our 81 is always going to be 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, which is the same as 3 to the power 4. You see, so we haven't changed anything at all. So that's what we did over here. Okay, so after that, we made use of this property of indices. Okay, let's look at it. The property of indices here, okay, it says this. As you see, over here, we have A. You see that we have A raised to the power x multiplying y. That gives us A raised to the power xy. So the same way, you see, 3 raised to the power 4 times the negative 1 out, okay, that gives us 3 raised to the power negative 4 here. Friends, it's becoming so interesting. Now, we can also see something. Let's go back and look at this. If you look at it very positively, you will see that the 3 raised to the power, this one, you see this 3 raised to the power x plus 2. We can also split it by applying the one more, the property that we learn over the period. Look at it. So that one says that if you have A, Y, friends, so it's becoming so easy. So because of that, we can confidently say the 3 raised to the power, okay, the 3 raised to the power x plus 2 can also be written as 3 raised to the power x times 3 raised to the power 2. You see, so we have applied what we learned over the period of time. Okay, and this, we can further expand this by saying that 3 raised to the power x plus 2 is equal to 3 raised to the power times 9. Because we know 3 squared will always give us 9. Okay, well, I always like to simplify things in such a way that it makes things easier for me. So this one, I can say that 3 raised to the power 2 is the same as 9 multiplying by 3 raised to the power x. You see, all what I've done is I've factorized the 3 raised to the power out. So now, all what I'm going to do is to substitute it back to where I took it from. So you see, here, for sure, I know that this, and I can substitute this back to this place. Okay, friends, you see? So wherever I see 3 raised to the power x plus 2, I'm going to replace it with this. So I'm going up, and this is what we get. So what we are going to get is we are going to get 3 raised to the power x times 3 raised to the power 2, as we did, plus 3 raised to the power x is equal to 10 3 raised to the power negative 4, which is the same as 9 into bracket 3 raised to the power x plus 3 raised to the power x is equal to 10 times 3 raised to the power negative 4. Friends, it's becoming so easy. Now, after we establish this equation, which I always want to, make it clear, you see, after establishing this, let's look at this. You see, now we know it's so easy. Why? Because this equation is what we have to concentrate to solve. Okay? This equation, because we have broken it down to the core. Okay, friends, let's look at it. So this equation, how do we solve such equation? How do we solve such an equation? Because we've done such an equation before. As we can see, if we look at it from this perspective, we see that we have 3x here and another 3x here. So what do I have to do? I have to apply substitution. And that substitution will break the equation down for me to have my life so easy. So what do? I say, let the 3 raised to the power x to be equals to y. So I say let the 3 raised to the power x to be equals to y. So that if we say that, then we are going to get 9y plus y is equals to 10 raised to the power -3 -4. Friends, what do? This is simple. I know when I add 9 to y, I'm going to get 10y. This makes my equation to be equal to 10 raised to -4. Friends, what do we see? It's becoming so interesting. You see, 10y is equal to 10. You and I know for sure that we can do some cancellation. Okay, let's see. What cancellation can we do? You see, this one will cancel this, and that will cancel that. Okay, so what we are going to get is this 10y cancel that. This implies that our equation, this will cater for this, and also cater for this. So this will give an implication that our y is equal to 3 raised to -4. Friends, that is gradually bringing us to the end of our solution. Now look at it. We earlier started by saying that let 3 raised to the power x equals to y. So if that is the case, if I look at this, if I look at this one, and I join it to this, I know wherever I see y is equals to 3 raised to the power x. You see, so that equation now becomes 3 raised to the power x is equals to 3 raised to the power -4. What does it come into your mind again? Let us invoke one more property we know. Okay, that says if we have a raised to the power x to equals a raised to the power y, this implies that x is equals to y. If that is the case, you see that since we have ax and ay representing the 3's, a representing the 3, and x and -4 representing x and y, therefore we can confidently say that our answer, as we apply this property, x will be equals to -4. So hence, this is the solution. Hence, the solution. You see, so you can tell for sure that everything we have done is nothing but applying the properties of indices that we know already. You see, if you know the properties, it makes the equation so easy. Everything so easy for you to digest and break it down. You see, there's a property, okay, that we know already, but if we don't apply it, we can't be able to solve the question. So let's have a look at it. You see, so this is how we started. We started by, applying this first property. Okay, this property. Okay, we apply this property over here. Since we have 10 multiplying 3 raised to the power 4 -1, this gives us 3 raised to the power -4. So we're applying this to that. And after that, we concentrated on the 3 raised to the power x plus 2. And we know that we can also use this property that is also very familiar with us. You see, this property is also familiar with us. You see, addition, that is the addition of indices. You see, the addition of indices, that is the property that we employ. Okay, so that is how it is. And this property is a summation of the indices. So when we look at this, with 3 raised to the power x plus 2, means we can break it down to 3 raised to the power x. Okay, that's the 3 raised to the power x. This one, 3 raised to the power x plus 2 is 3 raised to the power x. Multiplying 3 raised to the power 2. And we know the same thing, that 3 raised to the power 2 over here, when we square it becomes 9. So we say 3 raised to the power x times 9. Then our factorize, just put a bracket around it so that we will not find ourselves fumbling. And all what we did, we substituted this back to the equation. Okay? And this became our standard equation that we're supposed to handle. How do we solve such an equation when we see it? We just have to apply substitution. So we said let 3 raised to the power x, this, to be equals to y. Okay? And when we did that, we had 9y adding to y. And that gave us 10y is equals to 10 multiplied 3 raised to the power -4. And this 10 cater for this 10. So this one cancel each other. And we had y to be equals to 3 raised to the y is equal to 3 raised to the -4. Y is equal to 3 raised to the power -4. Then we brought the y back from here. So this back. Then we have 3 raised to the power x is equal to 3 raised to the power -4. Then we apply this property once again, which is equal property of indices. You see over here we have 3, which is equals to 3. It is the same as the a equals to a. But on top, the indices sitting on top, here we have x and here we have y. So here we have x, okay, and here we have -4. So that means we can say that x equals to y. That is why we confidently say that x equals to -4. Hence the solution. Friends, this is where we bring it to an end, but I will ask you to subscribe, and once again, let your friends know that this is what is happening over here. Till I see you again, have a lovely time and enjoy the rest of the night. Bye.